Now, over the last couple of weeks, we have met some very special people who do incredible work for their local community. People like the 40 volunteers who work on the SOS bus in Norwich.
This street in Norwich looks like any other in a city centre on a Saturday night, but it's faced more than its fair share of trauma. Because the River Wensum lies right in the middle of the city's nightlife, this dangerous cocktail of too much alcohol and deep water has meant that many a night has ended up in tragedy. Since 2001, 5 young men have died from drowning in this river after heavy nights of drinking. Colin Lang, a retired youth officer for 32 years with Norfolk Police, felt these deaths might have been avoided if the right kind of help was made available.
During one of the missing person inquiries, the police used CCTV footage to establish whether this particular young lad could be seen in the city. And he was seen approaching people. We don't know what he was approaching for, but we only, as a presumption, we think that he was asking for help.
Well, it does send a chill down your back, because you think if somebody had just said.
And it's for that reason that we decided as a group that a safe haven was needed in Norwich. And that's where the SOS project stemmed from.
So, the search was on to find a suitable base where anyone could come for help late at night. But finding somewhere in the city centre proved impossible.
It was at that time a local church came forward and said, "We've got this vehicle, and would you like it?" Well, it's the only bendy bus in Norfolk, so it turns heads for a start. Yeah. The local council gave me 3,000, the police gave me 3, and the Norfolk YMCA gave me 3,000. So I had £9,000 to start it. But because there was so much media attention around the deaths, I had everything donated to me from business, the public, and all I'd spent of that £9,000 was £10.
To play devil's advocate, there's some people out there that might say, well, if they've had too much to drink and they injure themselves or even kill themselves, then it's their own problem. What would you say to that?
The project is not all about alcohol. No. We deal with homelessness, we deal with mental health issues, we do have security staff there. It's a safe area, they can use it as a taxi pickup, they can do it everything. And it's our goal to get that person home within 30 minutes.
Since it started 7 years ago, this bus has helped people with all sorts of problems, some more serious than others.
My drink ended up getting spiked. I was in the toilets, felt dizzy, and I'd collapsed, and I smacked my head on the way down on the sink, and it was passed out for quite a while.
So spike meaning somebody put a drug in your drink on purpose?
Yeah. Next thing I knew, there was paramedics from the SOS bus around me, and they helped me out to the bus, looked after me, cleaned me up, checked me over.
So where do you think you'd be that night if it wasn't for them?
I don't know. I mean, they're so helpful, and I don't want them being stereotyped into thinking, oh, it's just for drunk people, because there are vulnerable people out there.
Yeah, and it's just people like you that obviously it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
And they helped you.
Yeah.
Team leader for tonight, Steve Ginn, is the first to arrive and get the bus started. It's 8:30 and we're just about to head out for the night with the 8 volunteers that are manning the bus this evening, and we're going to be out till 3 a.m. in the morning. While the SOS bus gets ready for its first visitors, Norwich Police are preparing for a busy Saturday night.
Make use of the SOS bus. Hopefully we'll have a very positive policing evening. Come home all safe.
There are 40 volunteers working on a rota of 8 a shift, and always 2 first aiders from St John's Ambulance Service. Everyone on the team has been trained to cope with what could be potentially dangerous situations.
Cream on tonight, and Sally is part of our team tonight, so she's going to be watching and listening and talking to people all through the evening.
The team has set up their base at the bottom of Prince of Wales Road. This is the centre of what they call the nighttime economy. All the pubs and clubs line both sides of the road down to the river.
This is Sierra Romeo to control. Radio check, please. Over.
Yeah, Sierra Romeo, coming through loud and clear, loud and clear.
Thanks very much. Have a good night.
The bus, the police, the bars and the clubs are all linked by radio, so everyone can talk to each other.
Chicago Rock Cafe to SOS bus. Chicago Rock Cafe to SOS bus.
We're just requesting the SOS bus for a lady who's quite drunk, just outside our club here.
That's fine. We'll send the unit up to you straight away. Be about 5 minutes.
It's the first shout of the night. It's still early, only 9:30, but 2 women have already been brought out of a bar onto the pavement. The SOS volunteers work quickly to get both of them into the recovery vehicle and back to the bus for assessment. So we're here on the lively streets of Norwich.
Yes,
it's getting a little bit hairy at this time of night.
At the moment, there's only been a few people sort of playing up, which we've dealt with quite positively so far. Apart from that, yeah, we're looking very positive.
How does the bus support you as the police in the area?
Well, the SOS bus is fantastic. We'd rather, that we can actually be dealing with offences positively that are occurring, and that the people in the SOS bus are going along and helping people. And, we as the police here in Norfolk can't value that highly enough.
I think we've made quite a bit of difference to the city of Norwich. We're getting really positive feedback from the A&E at the hospital. Sometimes it can be excess drinking, substance misuse. It's just advice sometimes, missing their lift home, split up from their group. It can be people who are just ill, who just purely had an accident, victims of fight. All sorts of things really, all manner of things.
It's 11:15, just near kicking out time, and here in the CCTV control room there are over 100 cameras watching Norwich tonight. Any suspicious activity is recorded and monitored here. Then the controller passes on the information to the police.
It's just gone midnight. We've had a number of calls to attend to. We've got a middle-aged lady in there who's almost unconscious on the bus still. We had another client around about the same age which we had to call an ambulance for. We've now got a possible overdose at a club in the city, which an ambulance has been called for again. But all the staff are out at the moment attending to these emergencies.
They need to be on the ball every second, every minute, and honest to God, I couldn't do this job. I couldn't. They don't know whether they're going to wake up these people, and it's really scary. It's a bit of a grim job, isn't it? What on earth makes you want to do this?
I enjoy it. I like helping other people. I like to know that I'm doing something for the community and giving back.
So how long do you think you'll be doing this for?
I don't have any intentions of giving up soon.
It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. The guys here have patched 10 people up, 3 people have had to go on to hospital, and we've just heard that there's another 4 people on their way. The bus will not leave people vulnerable or in need of attention on the streets of Norwich. But I'm shattered, so I'm going to bed. But I think it's going to be a long night for the guys. Norwich's SOS bus was the first of its kind, but its pioneering outreach service has led to a national programme. At the moment, there are 7 buses around the UK, and 3 more are coming on stream in the next few months. Colin and his band of volunteers really are local heroes.
They really are, aren't they? Isn't it wonderful what people will do? Still to come today, the mums who feel more saggy than sexy